Hey everyone, welcome. After doing my summer freezer inventory, I headed to Aldi to stock up on a few things for the coming week. I was pleasantly surprised to see eggs at this price, right? And the cream, at least they had it cheaper than Walmart. Chicken, this is down to $2.29 a pound at our Aldi. That's the cheapest I've seen since 2020 at Aldi. And I picked up a box of these chips for the girls' lunches, $10.29, I believe. Here's another sign of the times, you guys. It appears that Aldi's management has decided to greatly reduce the amount of merchandise they're carrying on the Aldi Finds aisles. The few things that they do carry, are seasonal, which is understandable, but it used to be a mix of home goods, seasonal, and then other fun little things, and now they've just really trimmed it down. There are a lot of empty spots, and they're filling those with standard food items that you normally find back on the regular aisles, right? Like all of these chips, etc., are standard. It's really disappointing, but I guess a good thing because I'm not as inclined to spend money on things I don't need. But gosh, it was always one of my favorite things at Aldi, and you can really find some good quality stuff for the price. But it's just the way of the world right now, and I understand because for quite a while back in January, February, March, they were totally overstocked in their finds aisle to the point where they were having to put a lot of stuff on clearance. So, management decision there. I went to Aldi today. It's Memorial Day Monday. And other than a quick little pop in at Publix on Thursday for just a couple of BOGO items, I hadn't done any kind of weekly stocking up grocery haul for really about 14 days almost. So it was time. My produce bin was looking real sad. And I'll go over this with you real quick. I spent a total of $122, and that included my one splurge, which was this little sun hat for $6.99. I decided I needed a hat because it's just, getting to that point where I need to protect my face, and it's got a big floppy brim. I'm sure I'll pop off that little Cheetah Girl ribbon, but I'm just looking for a plain hat with good coverage, and that's it for $7. So if you watched my freezer inventory video that I just put up, I was really getting low on a couple of these things, and so really had to do a restock. This is not to stock the pantry long term. This is just short term that we're going to be eating. The girls loved the tater tots and french fries, and we were down to just 2 servings. They get into those at least a couple of times a week when I'm making a quick dinner, burgers, hot dogs, whatever. So I had to restock those, and they're working 3-4 days a week now. So they packed their lunches. So I got some more lunch meat and some more wraps, some croissants, some ciabatta rolls, hot dog buns, I should say. If you watched my freezer inventory, I've got a bunch of hot dogs in the freezer, so I needed some buns to go with them. And we were down to about 6 dishwasher tabs, which, wow, because I bought a big tub back in January. And I was down to half a bag of the white chips. And they had a really good deal on these large protein yogurts. Those were only $4.29. And, I could have waited around for Publix to have a BOGO on a name brand, but I was there. So I got them, one plain for cooking and one vanilla for breakfast. And then down to just a little dribble of heavy whipping cream this morning. Eggs, I couldn't believe it. $1.18 today. Woohoo! I did take a quick look at the cage-free yada yada, and those were all $3.50 and up, and looked really picked over, and there were people in front of the case kind of dawdling, and I said, I'll just get the regulars for today and be happy on that price. Needed some Pam, some honey mustard, the peanuts are for the birds, which I already gave them some. Kleenexes, I was down to 1 box. rolled oats. I used the last of those on Friday making more bird suet. And flour, I need to restock my big canister that I keep on the counter. I had actually gone through all of my stockpile flour. Couldn't believe it. I went through that stuff faster than I thought I would, but that's good. And now on to the expensive section, right? All this produce. If you only shop every 2 weeks, that's really not a very big pile of produce. And I actually talked myself out of buying a bag of potatoes because they were all $5 and up for 5 pounds. And I decided that I'd just get some sweet potatoes, and we've got a bunch of frozen cauliflower in the freezer and that kind of thing. So we're skipping buying fresh potatoes this week. So I doubled up on the broccoli and the peppers I'm using tonight to make kebabs. And all the rest of this is pretty self-explanatory, right? I was down to half an onion. And they had chicken breast today at Aldi for $2.29 a pound. So I snagged one package of that because if you watch my inventory video, you know I'm really running low on fresh chicken breast. I have quite a bit of pre-cooked chicken, but as far as the fresh goes, almost none. So this is definitely a 2-week haul here. I am planning on staying out of the store until the middle of June. You know, got a meal plan already made up for the week. And I need to get cooking on that food prep, but first I'm going to go out to the pool and goof off because I did not get enough of that in this weekend. Anyway, thanks for sharing in my little shopping haul. I'm not going to go over prices with you guys because if you've got an Aldi, you know this is all pretty standard stuff. There were no real exceptional clearance items. I was a little shocked. For Aldi, there's hardly anything on the aisles, even if you go the first day of the finds, which is Wednesday in my area. So, yeah, a little disappointing, but that's good because then I don't buy things I don't need, right? Let me know down below if your Aldi's finds aisles are looking thin these days. I'm curious on that. All right, you guys take care. I hope you all had a good Memorial weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.